Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We're not really live, but I am live. And this is long overdue, man. Tsu Surf. First of all, welcome home to Tsu Surf. He made it home in one piece. He was in jail for a few years and he's back home, so that's the main thing. It'll be good to see him battle, but that's not the priority right now for him, is just to be situated and to be good. But this is long overdue. I love Tsu Surf's music, man. He's such a great battle rapper. And he's just one of those few people that has a hand in both. He's like the king or one of the kings on stage when it comes to battle rap. Right? He just knows how to work that stage and he's just very good at rapping and performing on that stage. And then he is just as good when it comes to music as well. So I really love his albums. Make Sure You Kill Me. I've listened to that album multiple times. Even the one he released just as he went to jail or just before. I forget the title. But yeah, I just love his music in general. So this is one of the tracks that I love from Surf, called Soul. And, we talk about the soul a lot on this channel. So what better track to break down and react to? Very short track as well. But this is probably one of my favorite tracks off the album, Make Sure You Kill Me, which is, I think, his best album to date, in my opinion. But he has multiple albums that are really good. So shout out Tsu Surf. We're about to break it down and get into it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. And also let me know in the comments what your favorite line from this track is, or just anything that stands out in general. Let me know in the comments below. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Tsu Surf, step up to the plate. We about to break it down.
That's what they gonna do, man. They gonna talk. Cause act like they slide, I promise you.
By the way, this album is titled Make Sure You Kill Me because he almost died in Newark, where he's from. I don't think I said that right. Newark, whatever. New Jersey. He was shot multiple times in traffic and he barely survived. Somebody, a stranger or a bystander, just took him to the hospital. He happened to even make it to that person's car, got in the car, and then he made it to the hospital and survived, but it was a very close call. So Make Sure You Kill Me is like a play off that incident. And yeah, so that's the sort of mind state that he's in when you hear this track as well.
That's what they gonna do, man. They gonna talk. Cause act like they slide, I promise you. It's cat. Okay. It's about that paper flip, hard by the somersault. Ask me how I get this way, feel like it's my mother fault.
It's about that paper flip, hard by the somersault, right? It's about that paper flip. We're trying to flip paper or make money, make real business moves out here. But he says it's about that paper flip, all about a somersault. So like doing a somersault is like, is a type of flip, or like in gymnastics, you can do a somersault is a flip, but it's all about that paper flip. We're trying to flip paper. Out the gate, really dope.
Paper flip, hard by the somersault. Ask me how I get this way, feel like it's my mother fault. Heart a little cold, apologize how I come across.
Heart a little cold, apologize how I come across. I love that. Like I'm apologizing how I come across. My heart's a little cold. How did I get this way? Feel like it's my mother's fault, right? But really good rhyming as well. Mother's fault, somersault. But he comes from the streets. He's a street rapper. He comes from the streets, and the streets is what made him, really. So he's saying, I apologize if I come across as cold or distant, or my heart is cold because of all the trauma that I've witnessed in these streets. And it's even partially my mother's fault, how she raised me. Maybe she raised him strict, and she instilled certain things within him. Or maybe he just picked up on certain personality traits that she has. So, she might be a little cold and that's why he's cold. But really the streets are cold. The streets are a cold place, right? So that's why he is cold as well. So everything's kind of connected.
Get this way, feel like it's my motherfucker. Heart a little cold, apologize how I come across. Niggas change every day, miss me with that. Heart a little cold, apologize how I...
Look at this nigga's face, bro. You gotta calm the fuck down. Like, look at this nigga's eyes, bro, with the prop. I'm pretty sure that's a prop, right? Oh my goodness, bro.
Ask me how I get this way, feel like it's my motherfucker. Heart a little cold, apologize how I come across. Niggas change every day, miss me with that brother talk. If you ain't got me like I got you, don't tell me you got me.
Niggas change every day, miss me with that brother talk. Miss me with that brother talk. Niggas change every day. That's what he sees in the streets, right? Niggas are not loyal. Miss me with that brother talk. If you don't got me, don't say that you got me. Oh no, he said, if you ain't got me like I got you, don't say that you got me, right? So he knows that his loyalty for his friends is very high, and he knows he's a solid individual. So if you don't have his back the way he has your back, he's not even interested, is what he's saying. Just stay the fuck away from me, because this is a matter of survival in the streets. If you're not loyal to me, if you're not ready to ride for me, get the fuck out of the way, because it's danger in the streets. We don't have time for disloyalty or no fake shit or snake shit. It just sounds like he's sick and tired, right, of the shenanigans, of the games, of fake niggas in general, and certain niggas and how they move in the streets, right? So now he's just like, nigga, if you ain't got me the way I got you, just stay over there, bro. Just stay over there.
Miss me with that brother talk. If you ain't got me like I got you, don't tell me you got me.
And that's like a caption that you could put underneath a photo, right? Surf is really good at having these one-liners, similar to Drake. Drake has a lot of lines that just can be captions. Jay-Z as well. But Surf has a lot of lines that could just be a caption in itself. And that's one of them. If you ain't got me like I got you, don't tell me you got me. Ugh.
Miss me with that brother talk. If you ain't got me like I got you, don't tell me you got me. If we ain't smoking on the finest, don't tell me it's broccoli.
If we ain't smoking on the finest, don't tell me it's broccoli, right? Basically, be real, be honest, say what it is. If you don't really got me, don't act like my brother. If you ain't really got that Zaza or that high-grade weed, don't tell me you have that high-grade weed, right? Just be real, bro. And the track is titled Soul because this is what's really coming from his soul. Especially, as I said, at the time where he almost died, right? The pain and passion is at an all-time high based on the recent circumstances at the time. So coming off of that, he's like, nigga, I ain't got time for no fake shit. Nigga, like, this is from my soul. Just be real, bro. Down to the core.
Got me like I got you, don't tell.
This nigga's face, bro, like...
Niggas change every day. Miss me with that brother talk. If you ain't...
Like, what's this? This... This nigga's distracting me, nigga. Alright, calm down. We know you're a killer, nigga. God damn. Sheesh.
Apologize how I come across. Niggas change every day. Miss me with that brother talk. If you ain't got me like I got you, don't tell me you got me. If we ain't smoking on the finest, don't tell me it's broccoli. From like the coldest climate, cloth cut, perfect lining. All my hitters dumb as hell. All my bitches open-minded.
Ah, love that. I love his writing, man. He's got such an ill pen. From like the coldest climate, cloth cut, perfect lining. All my bitches. All my niggas dumb as hell. All my bitches open-minded. Oh my God. So, once again, he comes from a cold place, cold climate. right? They don't care about your feelings or emotions. This is straight up gunplay, street activity, violence, depression, negativity, death, jail, injury. This is what happens on the block. So he's from a cold climate, cloth cut, perfect lining, right? He was probably raised by some OGs. So he comes from that cloth. He comes from the real cloth of real gangsters, real G's in the hood, not no fake gangsters. And also even the cloth when it comes to writing, he has a real pen, right? Not no fake pen. He's not living a life that he doesn't really live. So he really comes from that cloth, right?
Coldest climate, cloth cut, perfect lining. All my hitters dumb as hell. All my bitches open-minded.
All my hitters dumb as hell. All my bitches open-minded. So the contrast, right? Contrast bars. All my hitters are dumb as hell, right? So meaning his hitters don't think twice about the orders that they receive from him. So if he tells one of his hitters, yo, it's go time, get that nigga, they don't think twice about it. So it's another way of saying they're dumb. And they just shoot dumb, like they just shoot ratatatata. Like it's dumb, right? They might not be so accurate when they shoot. And also, as I said, they don't think. They just are on go mode. So he loves his hitters to be dumb as hell. And he likes his women or bitches to be open-minded, right? All my women are open-minded. So, you know, you can have a connection with them and learn and grow and enjoy their company, right? So the contrast, because you don't need women in the streets to be dumb as hell. The niggas are the shooters. So I like that as well, that contrast.
Coldest climate, cloth cut, perfect lining. All my hitters dumb as hell. All my bitches open-minded. Ask me, was I scared to die? I ain't really sure yet. Uber eat the beef, we got speak, we at his doorstep.
Ask me if I was scared to die. I ain't really sure yet. Once again, going back to when he almost died, right? But he's not sure if he was scared because, and that's such a great answer because in the moment, you don't even have time to be scared or to think like that. It's just survival and just trying to live and breathe and make it out of there. So when people probably ask him a lot, were you scared to die? That's his answer. I'm not really sure yet. Let me think about that. But it's also, as I said, a way of saying that you can't think about that in the moment, right? So it can only be an afterthought. Then he said, excuse me, Uber eat the beef, we gotta speak, we at his doorstep. Ugh. Uber eat the beef, right? So Uber eats food, beef, but we're having beef. If we have beef, I bring it to your doorstep like Uber Eats. So I Uber eat the beef, we gotta speak, I'm at his doorstep, just like Uber Eats. Ugh.
Scared to die, I ain't really sure yet. Uber eat the beef, we got speak, we at his doorstep. Couldn't leave the stoop, brought the trap to the porch step.
Couldn't leave the stoop, brought the trap to the porch step, right? Maybe he's on house arrest or under surveillance or whatever, just, you know, more street activity, the nuances into street activity. He had to bring the trap to him. So the difficulties or nuances in navigating the streets.
Beef, we got speak, we at his doorstep. Couldn't leave the stoop, brought the trap to the porch step. Gang nights got me with post-trauma like a war vet.
Gang nights got me with post-trauma like a war vet. Ugh, the imagery behind that as well. You know, like war veterans, people in the military, they have post-trauma, PTSD. So he has PTSD from the streets because there's real gunplay, street activity. It's not good for the soul, right? And he's admitting like he has PTSD off this shit, and that's real shit, bro. Not all rappers talk about that other side of the streets, the PTSD, the negativity, the sleepless nights. You know, that's what entails the majority of the streets. Being in the streets, people glorify it, but it would be mostly negative. It would mostly be a negative experience, despite all the fast money and women and everything else.
Stoop bought the trap to the port step. Gang nights got me with post-trauma like a war vet. Tell a plug, trust me with it. Pray this shit turn out. Candles where the body was, and them shits burned out.
Ah, pray shit turned out with the plug, right? He's trying to build connections and relationships with the plug. Very important for operating in the streets. Then he said, candles where the body was, then them shits burned out. The imagery, once again, the imagery of candles burned out because they light candles after somebody dies. So, but then them shits burned out, you know, the imagery and the feeling of it's just on to the next. That's how it is in the streets. One funeral, candles lit, and then it's just on to the next. And before you know it, somebody else will die. Somebody else will die and take that same position. That's how prevalent it is in the streets out here. Death is just so common, unfortunately.
Trust me with it, pray this shit turn out. Candles where the body was, and them shits burned out. Funny world, kinda strange. Everybody holler gang. Whole ask questions when it's time to go, it's time to bang.
Funny world, kinda strange. Hoes ask questions when it's time to go, it's time to bang, right? So once again, he likes his hitters dumb as hell. He doesn't like people that ask questions when it's time to go, because that's just lag. That's just waste of time. You need to have your team organized and ready to go if that's what you're doing in the streets.
Kinda strange, everybody holler gang.
And funny world, kinda strange, everybody holler gang. So everybody wants to be identified with the streets. Everybody wants to be a street rapper these days or think that they're gangster. And that's funny to him, like, because you guys that are doing that don't know what comes with the streets fully. Like, you're a goofy if you want to get in the streets as a grown man and you didn't even grow up in this shit. You obviously don't know what this entails, right? You would be food in the streets if you were to come into the streets as a grown man and this isn't your environment, right? So he looks at that as funny and kind of strange how people want to identify with the streets in that way when he's trying to get out of the streets, right?
Whole ask questions when it's time to go, it's time to bang. Light the whole city up, block like the Times Square. It get cold where we at, 40s in the Montclair.
He's just very poetic as well. It get cold where we at, 40s in the Montclair, right? So Montclair designer jacket keeps you warm, so it gets cold where we're at, but we keep 40s in the Montclair as well, so we keep the heat, right? We keep the heat in the bubble or in the jacket. So both of those things keep us warm in this cold climate, metaphorically cold, but also literally cold where they're from.
City up, block like the Times Square.
Light the whole city up, block like the Times Square, right? We know about the Times Square and how it's all lit up, especially at night.
It get cold where we at, 40s in the Montclair. Lead the pack, show the pack. Man make grown calls. Lil' homie rolling around, waiting on that phone call.
Just more street activity describing, you know, little homie waiting around for that phone call, ready to go. Selling crack in the streets.
Show the pack, man make grown calls. Lil' homie rolling around, waiting on that phone call. Lawyer spank the
and also rolling around like he's from the rolling 60s. I don't know if there's a tie in there as well. So Lil Homie rolling round, but also he might be from the Rolling Crips.
another case, nigga doing good now. Check some Windex, they know the spring phone call. Lawyer spanked another case, nigga doing good now. Check some Windex, they know the spray that whole hood down.
Lawyer spanked another case. We doing good now. Text him Windex. He knows to spray that whole hood down, right? So he's got lawyers covering him for these cases, and then he texts his shooter Windex, and that tells him to spray that whole hood down, right? We know about Windex spray, the cleaner. You use that to clean your house, so it's a play on that as well. Really dope writing.
Another case, nigga doing good now. Check some Windex, they know to spray that whole hood down. Another day, another dollar, another opera problem. Great guy hit, I tried to mob the little nigga who shot him.
I like that as well. Another day, another dollar, another op or problem. His friend Gray got hit. He tried to mop the little nigga that shot him, right? Come with the mop, sweeper, right?
Rolling backwards, hopping in my duffel. 1 minute they hate you, next minute they say they love you.
Ah, rolling backwards. I've been in my duffel. I've been in my bag. 1 minute they say they love you, next minute they hate you. That's a fact, especially for someone that's, you know, sort of famous like him, and has a following. He would experience a lot of hate and a lot of love, but not just in music and online, but even in the streets where he's from.
Still be trying to ride through the south. Still know the weakest link be the mouth.
Still trying to ride through the south, know the weakest link be the mouth, right? So snitches get stitches, right? The nigga that tells, the niggas that can't close their mouth are the weakest links, right? They're a liability in the streets. That's why niggas don't fuck with rats, and they have a strong no snitching policy. I just love the production on here as well. Very smooth, laid back. The perfect production for Tsu Surf to just walk on this beat, bro. He's just been walking on this beat. Laid back, smooth, just one line after the next. And every line is something, and it all connects and is just a great overall verse. It's not even long. It's like 2 minutes, right? Oh, less than 2 minutes. But, you know, dope music video, dope track, dope album as well. If you haven't checked out the album, this is it here. Make Sure You Kill Me, right? You can look it up on Spotify, YouTube, and various other platforms. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much been the video. Let me know if you want me to react and break down more Tsu Surf. Let me know what your favorite bars were in the comments below. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll just play this out if there's anything left. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.